In the early days of aviation, engines were the heart and soul of progress. Few engines were as influential, powerful, and enduring as the radial airplane engine. Once the gold standard of aircraft propulsion, the radial engine powered aircraft that changed the course of history. However, like all technological marvels, it faced obsolescence as aviation advanced. How did this groundbreaking engine rise to the top, and what led to its eventual fall? Let's explore the fascinating journey of the radial engine, a true titan of the skies. The birth of the radial engine, the revolution begins. The story of the radial airplane engine begins in the early 1900s, when aircraft manufacturers were in desperate need of a more efficient, compact, and powerful engine. The radial engine wasn't just a technological breakthrough, it was a game changer that promised to redefine flight. Before the radial engine, inline engines dominated aviation, but their design often resulted in overheating and mechanical issues, stifling aircraft performance. The radial engine solved this problem with its innovative layout, cylinders arranged in a circular pattern around the central crankshaft. This design allowed for better airflow and cooling, making it an instant hit with both civilian and military aviation manufacturers. But what made the radial truly revolutionary was its lightweight nature and its ability to generate vast amounts of horsepower, making it the engine of choice for an entire generation of aircraft. World War I, the radial engine's first taste of combat. With the outbreak of World War I, the aviation industry entered a new phase of rapid development, and the radial engine quickly proved its worth on the battlefield. The radial engine became a hero in the skies, powering the aircraft that would change the course of the war. Aircraft such as the Curtiss JN-4 and the Fokker Doctor 1 relied on radial engines to carry out reconnaissance, combat, and bombing missions. Their rugged design made them suitable for the rough conditions of warfare, and their relatively simple construction allowed for quick repairs in the field. The ability to repair these engines in a hurry became a crucial advantage for military pilots. The radial engine wasn't just surviving in wartime conditions, it was thriving, cementing its place as the go-to engine for aviation in the early 20th century. The golden age of aviation, radial engines dominate the skies. In the years following World War I, aviation experienced an explosive period of growth. The radial engine soared to new heights, becoming the centerpiece of both commercial and military aviation. As the world transitioned from wartime to peacetime, aviation enthusiasts and entrepreneurs began exploring the possibilities of long-distance travel, and the radial engine was there to power the new generation of airliners. Aircraft such as the Boeing 247, Lockheed Electra, and the famous DC-3 were all powered by radial engines, establishing the engine as the backbone of modern aviation. Its performance and dependability made it the preferred engine for both commercial and military planes. The radial engine wasn't just a technological innovation, it was a symbol of progress, helping to usher in the golden age of aviation and transforming the world forever. The power of the radial engine, performance, and durability. What made the radial engine so beloved by engineers, pilots, and manufacturers alike? Its power, reliability, and ease of maintenance were unmatched in its era, making it a key player in aviation for decades. Unlike inline engines, which often faced issues like cooling inefficiency and excessive weight, the radial engine's cylindrical arrangement allowed for better air circulation, keeping the engine cooler and more efficient. Additionally, the radial engine's design made it easy to access individual cylinders for repairs, a crucial advantage for pilots and maintenance crews. As a result, the radial engine was seen as the perfect power plant for both small and large aircraft. Whether in commercial airliners or military bombers, the radial engine provided the reliability and power necessary for long flights and tough missions. It wasn't just the engine of the future, it was the engine that made aviation practical and accessible. World War II, the radial engine reaches its peak. World War II was a defining moment for the radial engine, pushing it to its limits and beyond. The radial engine powered the most iconic aircraft of the war, cementing its legacy as the engine that shaped modern aviation. From the powerful B-17 Flying Fortress to the sleek P-51 Mustang, Many of the most famous World War II aircraft relied on radial engines to achieve their speed, power, and range. The engine's rugged design and durability made it perfect for combat scenarios, where failure could mean the difference between life and death. Radial engines became a symbol of wartime strength, driving massive bombers and agile fighters alike. Their roaring presence in the skies echoed the sacrifices made by pilots and soldiers on the ground. For a brief moment in time, the radial engine was invincible, propelling the world toward victory in the most destructive conflict in history: the decline, the emergence of jet engines. Despite its dominance during the golden age of aviation in World War II, the radial engine's future began to look uncertain in the post-war years. The rise of the jet engine marked the beginning of the end for the radial engine's reign. Jet engines offered superior speed, higher altitudes, and greater fuel efficiency, making them the clear choice for the new generation of commercial and military aircraft. The world of aviation was rapidly evolving, and the radial engine, while still powerful, could not keep up with the demands of modern flight. The sleek, streamlined design of jet engines was far more suited to the needs of high-speed, long-range aircraft. Slowly but surely, the jet engine began to dominate the skies, pushing the radial engine to the fringes of aviation. Obsolescence. The radial engine's fall from grace. By the 1960s, the radial engine was no longer the engine of choice for most commercial or military aircraft. The once revered engine had fallen into obsolescence, replaced by the faster, more efficient jet engines. As airlines and military forces transitioned to jet-powered aircraft, the radial engine's role in aviation became increasingly limited. Smaller aircraft, including propeller-driven planes, continued to use radial engines for some time, but they were no longer the industry standard. The advent of turboprop engines also contributed to the decline of the radial engine. As jet engines became more affordable and efficient, it was clear that the era of the radial engine had come to an end. Once the symbol of aviation power, the radial engine was now relegated to the history books. Legacy: the radial engine's enduring impact. Though the radial engine may no longer dominate the skies, its legacy lives on. The radial engine was the foundation of modern aviation, a vital component in the technological advancements that have shaped the world as we know it. Even today, vintage aircraft enthusiasts continue to celebrate the radial engine for its unique design and mechanical beauty. Many private pilots still fly aircraft powered by radial engines, keeping the spirit of the engine alive in air shows and classic flight exhibitions. Museums around the world feature aircraft powered by radial engines, showcasing the engine's pivotal role in the history of flight. The radial engine may no longer be the powerhouse it once was, but its impact on aviation remains undeniable. It was the engine that made aviation possible, and its legacy will forever be a part of the story of flight. The radial engine's legacy, a symbol of innovation and engineering mastery. In the end, the rise and fall of the radial airplane engine is a story of both triumph and decline. The radial engine was a symbol of engineering mastery, a testament to the ingenuity and determination of aviation pioneers. It powered the aircraft that helped win wars, opened new frontiers in air travel, and inspired generations of engineers and pilots. Its eventual decline in the face of faster, more efficient jet engines doesn't diminish its contribution to the world of aviation. The radial engine will forever be remembered as one of the most iconic and important inventions in the history of flight. Its legacy continues to inspire those who look back at the golden age of aviation and dream of what the future of flight may hold. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story of the radial airplane engine, like and subscribe for more aviation content.